What's cooking, everybody? It's Door and welcome to part 3 of the Blighted Expedition in No Man's Sky. In this video I will of course be showing you how to complete all the milestones in the third phase of the Blighted Expedition, how to do this as easily and as fast as possible, and of course to show you the rewards you'll earn by doing so. And so without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So we ended the second phase right here in the green system in the space station. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will make sure to link it down below. Of course, when you're in the space station, make sure to pick up an exosuit upgrade. And you can also head towards the Starship Outfitter to apply some storage augmentation, which you had also unlocked in the second phase. After doing so, of course, make sure to also summon the anomaly within the system to grab another piece of inventory slot there as well. So once you've done so, fly out of the anomaly and head towards one of the planets that has emerald on it. Land your starship, get out of it, and use your analysis visor to look for an emerald deposit. Once you found one, make sure to tag it and to head there. Once you reach the deposit, make sure to use your terrain manipulator to mine it. So once you've gathered all the emerald, make sure to return to your ship and take off. We won't be using the emerald, but we will be needing it in a later phase. And while we're in the green system, you might as well pick some up right away. So now just make sure to head into the expeditions tab and make sure that the Rendezvous 3 milestone is being tracked. Make sure to install the suspicious hyperdrive module which we received in the previous phase. And of course place it so that it will touch the other hyperdrive units for an adjacency bonus. Make sure to open up the galaxy map and to follow the route towards the third expedition, my first warp being into Gorsko 2. Once again, of course, make sure to visit the space station and the anomaly in every system you visit in order to be able to return there later and to snag up some more inventory space. And of course, once you've done so, reopen up the galaxy map and keep on following the trail towards the third expedition. This warp will be in the Volker system. And the next warp into the Shunk Uva system. The warp after will be into the Rabanan system. And after that, we should be making our final warp into the target system, Wesley Wagos 14. So of course you want to fly towards the mark on your HUD. Make sure to land your starship at the approximate location, get out of it and use the target sweep function on the analysis visor to home in on the exact location. And check back regularly to see if you're still going into the right direction. And when you're close by, the target sweep should finalize on the exact location. And here are the coordinates should you want to be flying there immediately. And when you reach the third rendezvous, the Rendezvous 3 milestone will be completed. And claiming this milestone will reward you with 2000 gold, an exosuit expansion unit and a standing increase with the Corvax. So next up I would track the Submerged milestone. Now the planet of the third rendezvous doesn't have any bodies of water, so make sure to summon your starship to get into it and take off. The bountiful planet Yasosalfa 4 seems to have bodies of water, so make sure to track it down within the system and fly there. Make sure to land your starship near a body of water and get out of it. In order to craft the Nautilus chamber, you'll need 5 metal plating, 4 crystal sulfide and 100 salt. Now underwater you'll see these minerals, make sure to collect these in order to gain some salt. Of course, when these things spawn, just make sure to get away and to shoot them, as these will damage you. So once you have the 100 salt, of course make sure to craft 5 metal platings, for which you'll need some ferrite dust. So once you have crafted the 5 metal platings, it is time to get some crystal sulfide. In order to track down crystal sulfide, make sure to use your analysis visor and look for this emblem. Once you approach the spewing vent, make sure to collect the crystal sulfide. But do be wary as it might erupt and this will damage you. So once you have collected everything, it is of course time to craft the Nautilus chamber. After doing so, make sure to summon the exocraft and to get into it. The Submerged milestone should be completed. And claiming this milestone will reward you with the marine shelter plants, 15 living pearls and 1600 oxygen. You could now also of course choose to install the Humble Drive upgrade, which we had unlocked previously. And make sure that it will touch the Humble Drive for an adjacency bonus. You can now track the Last Piece milestone, which will mark a location for you on your HUD. As it is quite far away, I wouldn't recommend on going there using the Nautilus. Before you leave though, make sure to delete the base part to regain your items and to be able to build it somewhere else. Now I would just return to your starship, take off and fly towards the location marked on your HUD. Try to land your starship as close as possible to the exact location and get out of it. As you already summoned the Nautilus here, you can just summon it here as well. Now make sure to go to the location marked on your HUD. Of course, your location could be deep below sea level, and once it is over 80 levels, the leaks under the sea milestone will also be unlocked. And claiming this will reward you with a diving kit and a standing increase with the Explorers Guild. Of course, make sure to install all the underwater protection modules right away. And having them touch each other for an adjacency bonus. Now you want to get out of the Nautilus and interact with the distress beacon right here. Once you do so, make sure to select Take Map. And the Pirate Mast Fragment 3 out of 3 will also be rewarded to you. And the Lost Piece milestone will also be completed. Claiming the Lost Piece milestone will reward you with 4096 nanites and 3 exosuit expansion units. So the only milestone left to fully complete the third phase of this expedition is the Sunken antiquity milestone. This will require you to find an underwater rune. The easiest way to find one is to install the high sonar onto the Nautilus. This will require some more crystal sulfite and some ferrite dust, as well as a solar mirror, which you'll have to craft. Now it is highly likely that you do not know the recipe for the solar mirror yet, so make sure to get into the Nautilus and return to your starship. Make sure to get into it and take off. Once in space, make sure to summon the anomaly and get onto it. Make sure to head all the way towards the back of it and interact with the synthesis laboratory. Here you can unlock the solar mirror blueprint for 250 nanites. If you have 40 gold, 30 silver and 25 chromatic metal, you can of course also craft it immediately. Then make sure to return towards your starship and fly out of the anomaly. Return towards the bountiful planet and land your starship close to water. Summon the Nautilus close by and make sure to finish installing the high power sonar. So once you've done so, get into the Nautilus, open up the quick menu and use the high power sonar and then scan for an underwater rune. Of course, depending on how far away it is, you might want to exit the Nautilus and head back into your starship and fly towards the approximate location. Try to land close by and get out of your starship. Once again, make sure to summon the Nautilus and get into it. Make your way towards the underwater ruin. Once you're there, you want to get out of the Nautilus and then interact with the refracted light. Choose to accept the waves. You will be rewarded with the Trident key. Make sure to check around the ruin to see if there's any cases you can open. You have to use the Trident key and the Living Pearl, which you've received earlier, to open it. Once you do so, an aquatic treasure will be rewarded to you and the Sunken antiquity milestone will be completed. And collecting these rewards will reward you with 2 band life support upgrades and a hypnotic eye. Of course, you can install these life support modules right away. Of course, make sure that they will touch your life support system for an adjacency bonus. And of course, make sure to also collect the Phase 3 milestone, which will reward you with the Piracy Flag Plans, the Unity Flag Plans, the Heraldry Flag Plans, the Orbital Flag Plans, and the Viridian Flag Plans. So that's a lot of flags, which I will show you on my main save in a little bit. So here they are, the newly unlocked flags for the third phase of the Blighted Expedition in No Man's Sky. And look, there's even a real pirate flag among them. Of course, these can be claimed across all your current and future save files. But other than that, that was it for this video and the third phase of the Blighted Expedition in No Man's Sky. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to receive a notification on when the fourth phase will be up. And I hope to see you in the next video.